Welcome to Best Fountain Pen. Today we're going to review the Xezo fountain pen, or one of 4 that I'm going to be reviewing shortly over the next few weeks. This one right here, I'll show you the unboxing. Kind of a cool box that it comes in, bifold open, 2 sides. Comes with 4 cartridges and a converter. And this specific pen is called the Xezo Incognito. So I think this is a beautiful pen. The finish on it is fantastic. It's kind of a diamond cut finish, and it's got a really nice line to the clip here with a little hollowed out section. And then each end is, so the whole thing obviously is purple, or a really deep purple, but it's hard to pick up the sheen on that pen. It's just gorgeous. But the each end is capped in black, so you can see there's a black blind cap there and another black cap on the back. And then for the pen clip itself, it's super stiff. It's not spring loaded or anything, so it's not really, in my opinion, a useful clip, but it's decorative. And then the cap band at the bottom says it's engraved with, let's see, start at the left side and kind of rotate, "Unite for Good" by Xezo Incognito limited edition 177 out of 500. So this is a limited edition fountain pen. They have a set of 500 that the company does, and obviously this is number 177 that I'm reviewing today. And the Unite for Good is a nonprofit that this specific model of pen goes to support. I looked up uniteforgood.org online, and their website is unfortunately not extremely informative about what they do, but it sounds like it's sort of a social network for people that want to contribute maybe smaller amounts, and they pull them together and then decide which causes they're going to support. It wasn't as informative as I think it could have been on the website, but don't let that deter you from the pen. The pen itself is gorgeous. So like I said, faceted. This is heavy. If you don't like heavy pens, you'll definitely not like the Incognito. It's a brass pen, so like all brass fountain pens, it definitely has some weight to it, which I like a heavy pen. I like large pens, so it's not an issue for me, but I think the finish is just gorgeous. And if you can see it there, it's faceted, so that's a faceted finish, but it's very smooth facets. So yes, I can feel them when I run my finger across them like this, but it's not a hard transition from each facet to the next. It's very smooth, and it's been finished with multiple layers of like a translucent lacquer that they hand finish. The owner that makes these pens over at Xezo told me that they manually do, like in between each of these lacquer finishes, they manually kind of smooth and polish them out in order to come up with this gorgeous finish of this fountain pen. So it's a screw-off cap, and as you can see, 1, 2 screws, 2 rotations gets it off. What I love about this is it is a poster, and I'm a little intimidated to shake it hard, but it posts very well. So the Incognito there's a couple other pens in the series that don't post as well as this one, but I think this one posts very well. You can see that the nib here is kind of gold and platinum finished, and it just has an X engraved in the nib itself, and it says Iridium, Germany, and then has an F for fine. So I'll get you some close-ups on my website at bestfountainpen.com, and that way you can see the nib even closer up, since I don't have a macro lens on this camera right now. And what I like about this pen specifically versus some others in the model, or in the other models in Xezo's lineup, is it has a little bit of a longer section, which makes it very comfortable. Your fingertips don't sit on the section threads. There's another model that your fingertips do sit on the section threads, at least the way that I hold it. My fingertips can sit on the section threads on another model, not this one. So the Incognito is very comfortable, and it posts so well. I love that. A lot of the higher end pens don't necessarily post that well. And this has platinum plating throughout. So everything you see has been platinum plated, so everything that looks kind of chrome or silver. And then the plastic section here, and then a stainless steel nib. It's not engraved with anything saying it's 18 karat gold or anything. So yeah, that's a stainless steel nib, and it's a German nib. And it's very smooth, and I'll show you a writing sample toward the end of this review so that you can see that as well. So again, all in all, just a beautiful fountain pen, and I'm really glad I got a chance to see this finish up close and in person. It's hard to do it justice on camera. This is definitely one of the more beautiful pens I've seen in a while. So for perspective, I'll show you a few other Xezo pens for size and kind of comparison. This is the closest looking pen in terms of finish. Obviously it's a different color, more of an aqua marine blue, but this one here is the Architect, and it's a little bit wider of a fountain pen and then slightly heavier and more of a kind of a blunt cut top there. And this is the one where when I first took it out, the section is so much shorter, and so you don't have as much room to get your fingertips beyond those section threads, but I do like the wide pen, so it's kind of a toss-up. I like the wide grip section, it's wider, but I don't like that the threads are so close to the end of the nib, and I love, by the way, that fat, ginormous nib. It's just a gorgeous looking pen, but my fingertips tend to want to ride right on the section threads, which can get annoying after a while. Some of the more stunning fountain pens that Xezo has in their lineup I'll show you now, and I'll have other separate reviews of those later, but this one right here is just gorgeous. It's the Maestro, and it's a, can you see that finish? Oh, I can't wait to review this one for you. That is black mother of pearl, I think it is. Let me remember. Is it Maestro long panels? Yes, I want to make sure I got that right for you. Black mother of pearl. It's one of the most stunning finishes I've ever seen. I think it's one of the more beautiful fountain pens I've ever reviewed. So we'll get to that one a little bit later. And then this one also, oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's just gorgeous. That is mother of pearl right there. That's abalone. So you've got a natural seashell finish there in abalone with the 18 karat gold furniture, accents all the way around. Everything's plated in 18 karat gold, but it's just hard to capture that. But oh, it's just gorgeous. So also coming soon. I can't wait to show you those pens and how they write. But in the meantime, I will definitely show you the Incognito. It's also a beautiful finish, just not made out of shell. So I'll show you the Incognito writing sample coming up next. And thank you so much for spending your time with bestfountainpen.com.